You heard some city gals talking about paying to get their pubic hair ripped out with wax. Tell you what, grab a cow by the tail. They'll kick you in the box for free if that's what you're into.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
Hey, gang. What's going on? Today is Tuesday, May 8th, 2018. And this is episode number 422. Nailed
23,
it.
23.
Fuck, 423.
You got the date right, so partial credit.
I had to restart my computer earlier, and so my notes file was closed, and I just realized it about 7 seconds ago. Trying to open it and remember all the shit that I typed.
It's all
like
good.
The date and the number.
It's all good, my sweet boy.
Very close, very close. But yeah, 423. That's what matters. I'm your host, Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
Just eat the pussy, man.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? I know this guy from two things. From some fucking, like a cell phone commercial, and they don't eat pussy. It's fucked up.
Look, we finally found out what DJ Khaled won't eat.
Yeah.
You fucking fat shit.
Yeah, like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go on with the intros, but yeah.
Jose Guzman's here.
Thanos might not be completely wrong.
Nope.
He's kind of got a good game plan going.
And Kelly Harris is here.
0 stars, insert gif of Beetlejuice making the jerk-off hand motion.
Yep, that's a good one. I really dug, not to diminish your efforts in that Backlash review, but your cohort's comment about Roman Reigns wearing a fucking laser tag vest really got me.
Yeah, no, that made me
That was
laugh.
a good one. So yeah, fucking DJ Khaled, like fat dudes should be on top of their game for eating pussy. You know how to eat, man. We know you know how to enjoy some food. So just translate that to the puss. Jose, since you said you don't know what we're talking about, DJ Khaled said straight up in an interview, like on a podcast, he doesn't eat his wife's pussy because he's the king. He fucking provides for her, and he expects to get blown, but he will not go down on her.
What a bitch.
Because he's a proper gentleman.
What a pussy.
Oh, no, he's not, because you are what you eat. I was telling
What does the king have to do with not doing that?
because
The king means you just eat whatever you want. Isn't that like the true king?
it's such a misogynist view. Like, I'm the king, so I'm not going to do anything that pleases you whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I fully suspect TMZ be busting that DJ Khaled divorce next couple weeks.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like,
This poor chick has found herself under a level of scrutiny she did not sign up for.
yeah, it's one thing if you don't eat the pussy. It's another thing to go around bragging about it like you're some sort of fucking
Where
hero.
did he say this? Why is this a thing?
It was like a podcast or some shit.
And so his poor wife is just at home and her fucking phone starts blowing up. Like, this motherfucker said, what?
And she's gonna be like, that motherfucker's so full of shit. He was eating my booty hole the other night. Syrup, fucking all brown nosed. He looked like a little puppy.
Or she got the pool boy down there.
Ridiculous.
She's like, oh yeah, you know what? My memory is wrong. That was the pool guy.
That was your brother.
Oh, DJ Eat Pussy Lee.
Yeah, there you go.
Lid. Is it?
The king.
Is his last name Lid? Is it Kal?
I think Khaled's his first name.
Kaz his first name. Lid's his second.
Why is this dude famous? Like seriously, what's his gimmick?
He's a DJ and a producer who has produced like half
all the hits.
Yeah, half of the music you've heard over the past 10 years.
Oh,
he's like what Pharrell was with Neptunes before, like, you know, he came out on his own. Neptunes was making.
Okay.
Like, he's one of those beat makers who intros all of his songs. DJ Khaled!
Yeah,
with like a little echo.
We cut
Yeah, you gotta
together
say his name on it.
when we were still editing videos for free. One of the videos we had to do was cut to a DJ Khaled song.
Take it over, featuring the great Akon.
Right, that's right.
We take it over.
And DJ Khaled is also famous for this quote.
Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
I think Khaled played himself.
Yep.
To be perfectly fair.
What a puss.
Yeah, that guy is not a good role model.
For the record, the podcast
means like he just isn't good at it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He did it once, and she was like, "That was fine."
Or
no, you know what? She fed him that. She's like, you know what? You're all right. You're the king. You don't need to do that. Don't worry.
Calls the pool boy.
The king doesn't need to do that. I'll be fine.
The only way I could possibly forgive it is if, like, his first experience was like the stinkiest pussy that ever existed, or he had one of those chasing Amy type situations where, like, she tensed up and he has a crick in his neck ever since.
He's just with his tongue.
Yeah.
It's chipped a tooth.
Or what if he's just a big Michael Douglas fan?
I saw what happened to Michael Douglas. That man got fucking
snatch.
That man got throat cancer from eating Catherine Zeta's puss.
And that was supposed to be the sweetest of them all.
See, and I you can look at that and see it as inspiring.
Yeah,
it's like that's a man committed to the goddamn craft. And got himself some mouth cancer.
Just gargling with
cancer out. She had it. No, she had it. He ate it out of her. He saved her life.
He sucked that pussy so good.
Sucked all, like, there should be a line of chicks waiting for Michael Douglas to heal. But there's only so much one man can take.
Well, if anyone was unclear before, the Popcast is definitely pro eating the pussy.
We'll
firmly in the pro column.
Absolutely.
Show up to the show. We'll eat it.
Firmly pro. Well, this took a strange turn, Knize. Thanks for that lovely lead-in. It's good.
Worth it. Every now and then, you just have to vent about eating vagina, I guess.
It's important.
Yeah. We might be nerds, but we get laid.
Oh, man. So, I got myself a motherfucker of a headache. So, I apologize in advance for what's about to happen here.
Oh, I bet you I know what it's from. You headbanging too much at that Breaking Benjamin concert, right?
Dude.
Too much puss. High five.
I will have you know, that Breaking Benjamin concert was fairly chill for me. It worked out well.
Did Benjamin break?
My lady brought me concert tickets to see the Breaking Benjamins last night for my birthday.
Oh, the Breaking Benjamins.
Breaking Benjamins. No bullshit. One of my favorite bands probably ever. Every track's a banger. I don't give a fuck what you say. Good stuff. But it was the first time I've been to a show like that in a long, long time. And like to the point to where when I kind of, opened the little thing, she got me for her birthday, like, we're going to see Breaking Benjamin. Like, my first reaction is, oh, that's fucking rad. And my immediate second reaction, I had to I'm like, oh, that sounds rough.
Ooh, general admission floor. Yikes.
Yeah. But, so we get there and like it's it's mostly a bunch of fucking dudes, approximately my age and size.
Yeah.
but there's just a peppering of some younger folk in there. But they've been around making music for 15 fucking years. It's about right, But it was at the spot in Nashville called the Marathon Music Works. It's a fucking cool venue, but it's a good sized venue. Place was sold out. Place was packed. Like on the way there, Nicole's like, "It's sold out." I'm like, "Oh fuck!" It's a lot of people.
Breaking Benjamin is selling out shows in 2018,
and it was a fucking great show. But we were meeting some friends, and so this venue has big open area, and there's like a bar on either side, and a bar that's like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's not really a lobby. Because it's really right, it's a straight shot from the back. But that back bar has like 6 little tables and stools around it. And our friends had kind of caught one of those tables, and we made eye contact right away and sat down.
Nice.
We looked at the table, and we looked ahead. It was still filling up. And we're like, okay, so we're all in agreement. Like, we're not leaving the table, right?
Oh yeah, you that table's yours. You keep it.
Like, we are watching this metal show from the comfort of these stools. Some, I don't know, 80 yards away. Correct?
What venue was it?
What's that?
What venue was it?
The Marathon Music Works in Nashville.
Nice.
We only got up to move to closer tables as people would get up and do other things. We were like, "Move!" We dart up to the front of the closer table. Ended up with the best goddamn seat in the house.
Nice.
For my money. It was great. A couple things happened. Again, this kick-ass show. Very, very good. 10 years opened up. They did a couple pretty cool covers, and Breaking Benjamin did this kick-ass like cover medley midway through the thing, which was pretty rad. It sounded great. Good live show. But again, I was kind of confronted with my age a little bit because just the way I wasn't really down to... Because there was a time I'd have been balls deep in there, get into the rest of them. I'm not about that life.
Oh, yeah. There was a time where we would be in the fucking pit.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm not about that life no more. But I also saw a couple of dudes I went to high school with. Did
they start chanting for their king?
They were in the shit. They were in there.
Yeah.
They came up. And both these dudes, either they didn't see me or they didn't care to talk, which is fucking fine. I wasn't there to talk. But I'm like, man, I'm aging better than some of these dudes.
Good for you, man.
Some of these dudes are looking road hard. I'm like, this poor bastard I went to high school with, we were pretty tight there for a minute. And he's like, he's got that 5 head going. That hairline is arching back. I'm like, man. You're going to be all right, Rodriguez. You're going to be okay. Be all right. But it was a kick-ass show. We left. We were out late. Kind of blew my voice out. Because, again, it was a damn good show. Got home around 12:30. Went to work like a goddamn warrior. So it was good.
I keep making fun of you for Breaking Benjamin, but I have a Breaking Benjamin CD in my collection. And today,
the first album's great.
Today, like I told you on Twitter, I'm sitting listening to iTunes today, and what comes up randomly, but 10 years, their one hit that made it big on the radio back then.
Yeah. You know what? They were damn good, too. Like, I'm not as familiar with them, but they were fucking great. This is a good live band. Because, hey, not all bands are good live.
No.
But
looking at you, Buck Cherry.
Looking at you, the Michael Jackson experience.
Poor Papa Roach.
Oh, Papa Roach is great.
Papa Roach is awesome live.
Remember the Ozfest we saw where nobody dug him?
Yeah, well,
and he started hitting his head with a shoe.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember people didn't dig them or Crazy Town, but they were still brand new, and I thought they were great live.
I don't know if it was brand new. I think they were on their second album.
No, that was
because their first album was their biggest hit.
Yeah, and that was probably 2 months after Last Resort came out. That was Ozfest 2001.
Oh, yeah, that would have been right around that time then, yeah. No, it was great, though. I had a good time. I on the way home, telling Nicole, because, again, the show's obviously over. When Nicole did this adorable thing, where, they're like, thanks, everybody. Oh, good night. And the crowd's going nuts, and Nicole's like, they didn't play Diarrhea Jane. I'm like, do you not remember how encores work? like they're gonna be out in like 2 minutes and play like 10 more songs. It's gonna be fine, you know. And sure as shit, they close out with Diarrhea Jane. It's obviously the end, and so like the last note is still like echoing throughout the crowd. And Nicole and I make eye contact. I'm like, all right, let's fucking bounce. Let's not wait out.
Yep.
let's not fucking wait for these savages to clog the works up. So we make a beeline to the car, got out fast, and like, you know, I said, so two conflicting thoughts, a real dichotomy of ideas, a cognitive dissonance, if you will. She's like, just spit it out. I'm like, I'm sorry. On one hand, that was fucking great. Like I would not mind doing that kind of thing more often because that was really fun. But would not have been nearly as fun without that damn table. So I don't know what to tell you. That table, the real MVP. That's all I'm saying. And she's like, "What? My ears are still ringing." I'm like, "Exactly." You're old as fuck now, girl.
Yeah, it's
really great. It's fun.
There's definitely a decision you have to make somewhere along your life where you're like, okay, I'm not a pit person anymore. I'm a seat person.
Yeah, and not all venues have seats, so maybe you just don't go to those venues.
Yep. No, I'm a seat boy, and I don't even like concerts without seats. In all honesty,
so it's a good time. What the fuck else? What else? Let's see. I took the kid to see A Quiet Place because Zoe wanted to see it real bad.
Oh, that's like at the top of my list.
We'd already seen it once. Nicole and I went a few weeks ago, and out of nowhere, it's playing at our local theater. I don't know why. I normally don't do that kind of shit, but Zoe was like, "I want to go see it," so we took her. And for starters, it's a perfect movie. Like it's
That's good to hear.
He wrote and directed it, or just directed it?
He wrote and directed it. Yeah,
Jim, you sneaky bastard! You and your talents.
There's three dudes credited on the screenplay, and he's one of the three dudes. So he has some writing partners. Okay. He was all up in it. But like, it reminded me a lot of how I felt when I first saw Get Out. Like, oh, this is something really fucking different. This is not the same thing at all. You know,
but
it's
still
very cool.
Of quality.
It just felt really fresh and creative and different, you know. Zoe loved it, but she was like, curl up in a little ball in her chair through like big chunks of the movie because it's so fucking tense. Because it's just all about that atmosphere and the quiet and whatever, you know. And I look over at her at one point. She's feeling really tense, and we're the only ones in the theater, just us on a Sunday afternoon. I look at Nicole at Zoe and I said, "Jax would have been dead in 7 minutes." Dad! Saying, you would not handle the quiet world. She's like, "No, probably not." I'm like, no.
Me and Mary were thinking about going and seeing that on Friday, but and we were going to try and movie pass it. But the earliest showing was a dine-in theater, and we were like, okay, well, we don't have to like get food, so we can just go see it. But then I was like, no, fuck that. Dine-in theater, you're just going to hear clanking and clinging and people asking for drinks. And that's the worst atmosphere to see a movie like that in.
That is the worst possible option to see that movie. Like, that movie should not be offered in that theater. That's stupid.
I don't understand why that was a thing.
No, that's someone missing the point completely. But yeah, definitely do go see it, but don't go see it like that. That's fucking stupid.
Juggalo John says in the chat, the whole time he was watching A Quiet Place, he was like, have these motherfuckers not seen Tremors?
Yeah, no shit. It's great. And last thing I'll say real quick is I've been playing some of that Mario Odyssey, which is a fun time. And I finished up the first season of My Hero Academia, which is a damn good time.
Two strongly Kelly-approved things.
Yeah, like fucking big thanks for the My Hero Academia recommendation, because that shit is really good.
The world building they do in that show, it feels so effortless.
And like they're really cool powers, and just like they don't spend a whole lot of time leaning into like, you know, this is what everybody does. Like you kind of just gotta roll with it, and then like just pieces of the world start kind of falling into place. Like very, very good, very good. It looks awesome, and I've been watching the Funimation dub on the Verve app, so All Might sounds like Piccolo, because that's kind of fun. But yeah, would definitely recommend it. Apparently, it's also on Hulu. If you want to get your Hulu fix, it's very good. I second Kelly's recommendation for the My Hero Academia. It's very good.
Yeah, I honestly think it's my favorite superhero media coming out right now.
It's damn good. So, what you got going on, Knize?
Well, it was me and the wife's 5th anniversary on Friday.
That's right. Happy anniversary.
May the 4th be with you. Thank you.
Married you guys 5 fucking years ago.
That's right. You are correct. We weren't wearing wrestling costumes, but not everybody can.
I mean, some weddings are just fucking lame. I don't know what to tell you.
So she took the day off, and we spent the whole day together doing cool shit. Like, over the weekend, we went to 2 different Disney outlet stores and bought a bunch of crap, which was pretty cool. Went to 2 different Toys R Us's that were going out of business. Bought some cool shit, you know. There's only so many times you can pass the Star Wars Forces of Destiny Jyn Erso doll for $10 before you're like, oh, fine. You're the last one that I don't have in the collection. Fine, Jyn Erso. Jesus Christ. My wife's anniversary present that she got me is this awesome Waxworks Records soundtrack on vinyl to the original 1990 Stephen King's It. And I even said this to her when she gave it to me. I was like, I really don't have any interest in listening to the soundtrack of Stephen King's It anytime soon, but the packaging is so fucking cool. The cover is Pennywise, like, behind a bunch of balloons, and the reflection in each balloon is like a different Pennywise face. And then you open it up, it's like the photo album. You got Georgie's picture, you got a picture of the Losers Club, and then you open that up even further, it's trifold, and it's the picture of Pennywise coming out of the photo album.
That's cool.
And it's all hand-drawn artwork, and then it's 3 different records. It's they got a blue one, a yellow one, and a red one to look like Pennywise balloons. And it even comes with a Waxworks Records You'll Float 2 balloon that you can blow up.
You'll float too.
So, real fucking cool. I had linked it to her a while back, and she hooked it up. She's for Christmas.
That's cool.
For Christmas, she got a record player, a Star Wars record player, and she started a record collection. So this will be a great addition to our record collection.
Yeah, I was wondering if you even had a way to play it.
Yes.
Like at the last BotCon a couple of years ago, they made this big deal about unveiling the movie soundtrack on vinyl for the first time in years, and it's an amazing package. Like, it looks fucking awesome. Like, it's, you know, the whole record's, you know, printed up. Like, it looks fucking great. I'm like, man, part of me really wants that, but I have no way to even play it if I wanted to. For one, I could frame it and all this. No, you big fucking dummy. Dummy.
I don't know. I think you probably should have gotten it. Yeah, it's a cool thing to have, and even without a record player, I was super into it. But we did get a record player over Christmas. It's a Star Wars, like one of those suitcase-looking record players.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the Star Wars
Nice.
art on the outside. And at one point she was like, well, because she's got the record player in her office. At one point she was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to move that out into a common area. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be listening to this very often, because you know what that's going to do? That's going to make me think that Pennywise is in the house. Why would I want to listen to crazy 1990s circus clown music?
Oh, God.
And then keeping going with our movie pass, just on a fucking, we were trying to figure out if we could movie pass Infinity War. Well, actually, whatever. We were looking at movie pass, and it pops up that Labyrinth is in our local theater here, but it was for one night. And it's like one of those Fathom events where they do those re-releases. And I figured for sure those would be considered, you know, premium showings. But it pops up on the MoviePass app, and we're like, fuck it, let's go see Labyrinth.
Fuck yeah.
And we did. And they played an episode of Jim Henson's Storyteller before the movie.
That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool. The only drawback was the dummies behind us in the Storyteller episode. This guy has a magic bag, but they call it a sack. And every time they mention this guy's sack, the people behind us giggled. It got louder every time.
Well, I mean, it is hilarious.
It's
They knew what they were doing.
You get to laugh at that once, not every time, and not with.
It depends on how you go in, I guess.
Mm-hmm. They were dumb, but yeah, Labyrinth. Love that movie, and it was the Jim Henson Storyteller with these crazy little Jim Henson Creature Shop devils. And then the star of it was the guy who played Muldoon in Jurassic Park. I'm watching it, I'm like, I fucking recognize this guy. And at one point, he said a line and turned to in a specific profile. I was like, that's fucking Robert Muldoon, clever girl from Jurassic Park. And then I was going to save it for comics, but I picked up watching The Last OG. I think I'm watching it on PlayStation View. I think it's also on Hulu, but it's the new Tracy Morgan show. I did not I did not realize that it was created by Jordan Peele. Speaking of Get Out, I had seen the commercials for it and I was kind of like, it doesn't look very funny, but then when I heard it was a Jordan Peele joint, I jumped right on it, and it is very good. Highly recommend.
What's that come on?
TBS?
It is TBS. And I think it is Wednesdays, maybe.
Look at your TBS making some
It's
quality
interesting because I've seen all kinds of fucking commercials for that, and not one did it say Peel was behind.
For real, why wouldn't that be one of your go-tos?
Yeah, you would think that would be your pitch. Peel with this guy,
with Tracy Morgan and Tiffany Haddish. I thought Tiffany Haddish was just going to be in the pilot, but no, she's in every single episode. So essentially, no, it takes place on the finale night of the original American Idol, and Tracy Morgan is a dope slanger, and Tiffany Haddish is his girlfriend. He gets called to do a job. She tells him not to go. He does, and gets locked up for 15 years. She never comes and visits him, and then he gets out, and he realizes Brooklyn's been gentrified, and his ex-girl, Tiffany Haddish, has married a white guy.
That's kind of funny.
So he moves in at this fucking halfway house that Cedric the Entertainer runs. So he's
now I'm out.
No, he's good. He's really good in it.
Okay.
I would recommend.
Man, Child Kelly loved Cedric the Entertainer.
He's playing his barbershop character, essentially.
I hate that guy.
Well, he plays kind of an asshole in the show, so.
All right.
Why you did? What's your hate? What did you do?
I don't know. I've never dug on Cedric the Entertainer.
Are you not entertained?
No, in fact, I'm not.
Lee's more of a Steve Harvey guy.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac. More like it.
There it is.
Both. Steve Harvey and you can have good Star Trek and Star Wars.
Look at that. Boiling it down.
Fucking nerds.
No disrespect. It's not for me. That's all. But that show does sound pretty fucking funny.
Well, Cedric the sometimes entertainer.
Look,
depending on your life.
Caused you such distress with this revelation, Jose. I'm very sorry. I hope we can survive this.
Well, I just didn't know if there was a specific beef,
just everything.
A trigger. What's
his whole fucking shtick?
Just his whole thing.
Yeah, just not a fan.
I got that with some people, or just their face. I'm like
Beyonce.
I fucking had it with the Verizon guy, and I want to watch Silicon Valley, but he's a character in that, and he kind of plays the same guy, and I'm kind of done with that guy.
Oh, he's such a dickhead.
Yeah, my brother disagrees, but Kristen Foxy Allen is on my side with this. That he's the villain of Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple in like hotel rooms, but each one I've seen, he's been the wrong guy. The guy that fucked up, the dickhead, the one
always the wrong guy.
I was thinking you guys were talking about the "Can you hear me now" guy that switched from what was it? He switched from Verizon to Sprint.
I hate that guy, but no, this is the other the Verizon.
Tom Middleton.
Yeah, that guy.
The weird thing is that guy's British.
Well, the other weird thing is I'm fucking done with it.
But like, they aren't having him do his actual accent in commercials. They're having him do his American accent, which is odd to me.
Because they don't want British, that dickhead. They want fucking Silicon Valley cocksucker.
You're saying Middleditch is British?
Yeah.
I've seen Middleditch on Hot Ones, and he spoke with an American accent.
Yeah, if you ever hear him talk normally, he's super British.
He's Canadian.
Wrong about this.
He's from Canada.
We're all still talking about the same guy, right?
Yeah. Middle
guy that's in Deadpool 2 and 1?
No, that's TJ.
That's TJ Miller.
That's TJ Miller calls in a bomb scare on a chick that wouldn't blow him.
I gotcha. I was joking.
Oh, yeah, so he's on that show, too.
Goddamn, he's from British Columbia.
I thought he had a really thick accent.
I said he was from Canada like 9 times.
That's funny.
I'm trying to think of who I'm thinking of then.
He's British. He's from British. Just they're British is in Colombia also.
Wait, is the dude from Legion British?
Yes.
Okay, I confused them and I retconned them as the same person together.
They do look like the same human being. That's fair.
He was also Beast.
Only one of them's a cocksucker.
Well,
I love Legion. Don't be bashing on Legion now.
Legion's great.
I'll give you Cedric the Entertainer, but fucking let's back off Legion, okay?
Legion's great. I mean, I like Silicon Valley too.
What are you doing,
I do,
Kelly?
and that's the thing is, like, I want to watch it because every episode I've caught, I love the episodes.
It's a good time.
So done with that.
The rest of the cast will more than make up for your disdain for Middleton, I think.
Yeah. Fucking Brits, am I right?
It's good stuff. Good stuff. I think you dig it. So what you got going on, Jose?
Fuck. Home for longer than 2 days for the first time in 7 weeks.
Goddamn, son.
Making towns.
Work and a little play in New Orleans. That was kind of cool. You guys might have heard about it. So that's been kind of cool. I was supposed to work.
What if we didn't hear about it?
You were there. Oh, for you guys who didn't hear about it? All right. We went to WrestleMania weekend in New Orleans.
That's right.
Wait, what the fuck? What?
He's talking about he hasn't been home like since WrestleMania time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were there. We were there for that.
You were there.
Yeah. No. I'm back.
Remember when you went to New Orleans?
No, it's
not
not
that time you went to a bunch of wrestling shows.
It's not like you
remember that time
back
I got
or something. I was very confused.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying,
That guy.
You're such a globetrotter. You could have been back to New Orleans 3 times since then. We wouldn't have known.
Exactly. So fuck you. Like that's not an unreasonable thing.
yeah, so, well, I was supposed to be working, and they had a local guy, so they used that guy. But I still made the lady think I was not going to be home. So I was going to surprise her and be like, "Surprise, I'm home," when she thought I was not going to be here again. And then I bought tickets for Avengers on Saturday, and she got the email for it. So, surprise ruined. But still, surprise. It was the night before. Like, she thought I was leaving the next day, so I was going to pretend like I packed. And I told her that my flight was at 10, so I'll just Uber there. So she didn't have to, rearrange her work schedule or whatever. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for your damn kids.
God damn it, Fandango.
Emails.
Fandangos.
So since I'm home, I'm just trying to fucking catch up on everything. Life, the lady's car was broke down. Fixed the serpentine belt today for the first time.
Nice. That's that is an expensive procedure.
Yeah, but you know how much it cost us? Fucking, in reality, okay, I spent $200, but in reality, $100 of that was on the jack, which I will continue to use, so I don't count that as in the fix. Another 25 of it were jack stands, so that's 125. That's that. I bought garden thing. The part we pulled cost $25. The belt was $30. The part we pulled, we ended up not needing to use, so it was technically $30 to fix it.
Yeah. Well, how they get you normally is with something like a serpentine belt. They'll be like, "Oh, we got to take the whole engine out." You know, that's gonna be $9,000.
It makes it easier if you take the whole engine out, but it definitely is fucking doable. Not. They just don't want to do it. They want to charge you.
Yeah. When I went to Ohio and we did Mid-Ohio Con, and I drove there, and
that was a dark day.
It was my serpentine belt that fucking snapped on my car. That
was a dark.
It wasn't such a dark day.
I felt bad.
It sucked, but you know,
ugh.
We still got to eat giant sandwiches and then watch YouTube videos with Kerouac wearing those jeans of his.
Yeah, it would have been a good time, but like there was a period where like, where the fuck is everyone?
Yeah. Well, good on you, man, because
I'm singing Guns N' Roses in my head the whole time. So that I don't know, that was kind of cool. So between that and fucking changing goddamn spark plugs in my own car that I was told was coated in oil that was not coated in oil. If it's not a major fucking fix, I'm not taking it to a dealer anymore.
Fucking mechanics and I'm sorry, they're the worst.
They're carny as fuck.
You guys remember the whole deal with my car that, you know, I bought a car and a month later it was being crushed into a small cube?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The fucking Ford dealership that I went to get shit fixed at that, you know, I took it to and then it got worse. You know, that place.
That quality establishment?
Yeah, they sent...
Which I've taken my shit to Ford dealers and they've fucked it up.
Yeah, yeah. I will never buy a Ford again. But in the mail the other day, I got a piece of mail from that Ford dealership saying, "Hey, we want to buy your Escape." And it was like,
go find the fucking cube. It's a fucking square box. Won't be hard to miss. A giant piece of fucking square metal, lot 92.
Oh my god! Like, before you send that out, maybe check to see that I haven't lit you up on Yelp.
Yeah. So I like oil changes. I'm done. I'm not taking them there because the last time I took my car to the dealership
to get an oil
change, I almost died in the middle of the street because it broke down on me. It's like, what the fuck is this? An oil? How do you break a car in an oil change? But they'll do it, and then they'll tell you it's your fault. I brought it in that way.
I cut the brakes. Wild card, bitches.
What?
Yeah, we're very lucky in that we got a place that is always done right by us. They don't fuck us on price or anything like that, which is really good because for whatever reason, and I've never one time given my lady reason to question my ability to repair a car, but she does not like me repairing cars. If I were to one day be like, I'm going to change the oil, she'd be like, no. We're not.
We're all right.
Maybe she's just...
I can kind of see that. I mean, you're good with, like, robots, but, like, cars?
I'm fucking smart, Kelly.
I know you're smart, but I don't know. You might, next thing you know, you might start painting it.
Gotta be there.
What was the one thing that you were installing that you fucking battled with for weeks? Was it the dishwasher?
That motherfucker. It was like 3 days.
Sorry, it felt like weeks.
Poking holes in my story.
No, maybe she's just one of those people that's like, it's not worth it to fuck with ourselves. Let's just take it to a professional. You guys have been lucky enough that you haven't been fucked over by a professional.
Oh, my lawn. So, I get it. There's a thing for that.
There you go.
Yeah. Like if it comes down to it, and we have to bite the bullet on something to keep the car going, we'll bite the bullet.
Right.
But we're trying to make her car last. If we can make it last one more year, that's all we need out of it. Just one more year to just be a car. Just do what you do. Be a car.
Vape that gas. Get us where we need to go.
Yeah, just chill out and be a car for a little bit. It'd be fucking so cool.
To be fair, her car has taken a beating.
Oh, it has. But that's why we want to keep that car a beating while we live so far away from her job.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that car is taking the damage that we're going to get rid of, not the car we just got or the car we're about to get. We don't want that getting all beat up with fucking dumb travel. That's what we're trying to say here.
Stupid dumb travel.
Fuck yeah, man. Bunch of fucking dumb travels. So, that was kind of cool. Did that. It was kind of a bitch, but fucking YouTube, man. You don't know? Somebody does.
Yeah.
They recorded it.
Yeah.
The video might be shitty, but
you'll have more luck if it's a more common model. But sometimes if you got a Dodge Durango, you're gonna have to watch a video on a 2005 Dodge Durango, and yours is from 2000. Usually they're all in the same place, but sometimes they fuck with you and move them. God damn it.
Dan Durango.
With it. What's got going on, Kelly?
Free Comic Book Day was this weekend. And,
oh, that's right.
That sucked. In all honesty, it actually wasn't that terrible. We've had way worse in terms of the amounts of people and stuff. The nice thing this year was, no one was a dick, which was cool.
Good.
At least no one I dealt with was a dick, and that's all that matters.
It didn't seem like... I feel like in years past, at least one or two of the publishers have made a big deal out of Free Comic Book Day, but I haven't been seeing that as much this year.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that huge of a deal this year. The lineup for the books was kind of lacking compared to past years, but I don't know. We still had a shit ton of people come out for those free comics. Let's see.
I found a store that I'd never seen before. We went out, and they were doing 50% off all toys and all trades.
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus.
That's better prices than Toys R Us right now.
Yeah,
that's a nut sale.
It was a nut sale. But luckily, it was the last place that we went. So Jax was fucking done, because otherwise something bad would have happened.
Yeah.
Because they had some really, really good shit in there.
Jesus.
Yeah, by that point, he was just climbing me like a tree. And for reasons I still don't know, saying he needed $12. I'm like, dude, what do you want? I'll get you with the things. What do you want? He goes, I need $12. He goes, with 7 fingers. I'm like, that's not even 12, you fucking dummy. What do you want?
I gotta buy 7 things with $12.
I knew what he wanted. Boy, did he want $12.
He's got gambling debts.
I just ran into Marco in the fucking balloon aisle. Just give me the goddamn $12. Don't you love me?
Kid's not right. Boy's not right, I swear.
That's funny.
Dad.
Alright, so highlights of my Free Comic Book Day. Good one was the teen white boy that talked like a 70s black man the entire time I talked to him.
Did he say,
that's not a great look.
Did he say
no,
young?
that was a weird time.
Did he say young blood a lot?
A straight 70s Negro, huh?
Can't say that word, Jose.
Yes, you can. You can say
why
Negro.
not? It's a specific type.
Plus, Jose gets a pass.
Why is that bad now?
It's not. I agree with you, Jose. Don't say the other F word, but
what? Fuck?
No, the other one.
Oh, that's our word. We did it first. Children of the 90s, we need to take that word back.
Jesus.
It's ours.
Jesus Christ.
Revolt.
But yeah, so you just go to a white teen boy, hey, how you doing? And he replies with, all right there, groovy. And you're like, oh no.
What's up, young blood?
He may as well have just said that.
Very glad when you say shit like this that I don't have to deal with the public anymore.
There was at one point where, on our soda cooler, that's where we put like free shit that various companies sent us, and somebody sent us some Venom posters. We just had them sitting there, and as I was ringing up a woman, she asked like, "Oh, do you have any rubber bands for these posters?" I was like, "No, sorry," because
Rubber band.
I didn't feel like digging around for a rubber band because I had a line that I would still be ringing up for the next 45 minutes.
Fuck you and your rubber band. I'm busy.
Use your hair tie.
The next person. All of a sudden, I see this woman come back into the store with just this handful of rubber bands.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's like, "I just had these in my car. Do you want them?" And I'm like, "I'm sure."
That's so weird, lady.
If I hadn't had so many people to ring up, I would have asked, like, "Why do you have these?"
Mind your business, young blood.
So busy. Figure this out.
Like, I really want to understand why you just had these in your car.
I just got fired from my. I just got fired from my job.
You have answers.
Just got fired from my job, and I had a rubber band ball. And as I was leaving, they took half of my rubber band ball. So,
at one point, I realized how deep in the wrestling bubble I am.
Did you put it to sleep?
So
No,
deep.
I had. So at one point during the day, someone had locked their dog in their car.
Oh no!
The windows open, and it was like 80 degrees outside.
Oh no!
Yeah,
and it was real sunny.
Oh.
So at one point, one of my coworkers was making an announcement. I didn't know it was about a dog at first, and they were kind of on the quiet side. So I have a loud, booming voice when I want to, and anytime I yell in the store, it's followed by
you dig it.
It's followed by a wave of silence, so I'm good for making announcements like that. So at this point, I didn't know what the problem with the car was, but I just said, "Hey, someone with the black VW, you need to go outside. There's something wrong with your car. I don't know what it is." And nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. About another 5 minutes goes by. Then I overhear my coworker telling my boss, like, talk about the dog, and that's when I kind of just went off and made another announcement and said, "Hey, I know what's wrong with the car. Someone locked their dog in their car and it's dying." And then I followed that up with the words, "And that's a shoot." Because I was upset and I wasn't thinking about my words. And the words, "and that's a shoot," just spilled out of my mouth.
And you said the dog died? I think that's the better part of the story.
No, I said it's dying.
Oh, okay. It is dying. I got you.
Yeah, and then I said, "Look, if you don't go do it, I'll break your window."
Oh.
Turned out they were in a different store. So it was all for naught.
You
No, that was not all for naught. That was all for glory.
Yeah, you should have
But they did find the person, and all was...
beat him with a tire iron.
Yeah. Would have been fun.
Kelly just going store to store in the strip mall, just making booming announcements.
But yeah, so I just, as I was saying it, I'm like, none of these people know what the fuck this means.
Kelly kicks down the door to Sally Beauty Supply. "Hey! One of you's got a dog out here, and it's dying, and that is a shoot. I shoot from the hip.
I will fucking murder you." You know,
Another high point was when one of the guys that was helping us out started talking to two dudes in the line, and suddenly they're just standing there all watching YouTube videos. Because, of course, that's just what nerds do when they gather. They just...
Like, in the line?
Yeah, in the line to get the free comics. All of a sudden, they're just watching YouTube videos. And, you know, YouTube videos are fun until you suddenly hear the N-word.
Oh.
Followed by the F word.
That's why Kelly was so sensitive about Jose saying Negroes.
He said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa."
Keep that bad YouTube out of the store.
I'm down here.
I think that might have been it for highlights. Nothing super eventful this year, which was nice. No weird giant costumes trying to come in the store.
Oh God.
No dirty SpongeBob at the shop next door to us.
We did roll up to one shop, and there was a Deadpool outside. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. You don't want that.
Like the store's Deadpool, or
some fucking dude
cosplay.
Yeah, it's usually not the store. Usually, no one tells these cosplayers to show up. They just do it. And you don't tell them to leave, because then they just get all pissy with you online.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, cosplayers will do that.
Yeah. We had, so for years, this was long before I worked at my shop, you know, those Star Wars nerds that are like in a club together that dress up?
Yes, the Legion or the Alliance.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they're called. They used to always be at the shop, and then they had turned on us, apparently, after one of my coworkers who was there at the time politely declined taking one of the cosplayers' trading cards.
Like a trading card of himself?
They all have cards of themselves as their character.
Yeah,
and a legit photo shoot.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, sorry, I don't need one of those. What am I gonna do with it?" And then they threw a hissy fit and never came back.
Oh man. Yeah, like I've got a Roxy the Rancor trading card.
Well, dude, that's cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the thing that's actually cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same concept. It's
no, it's not a nerd who put a costume on and said, "I'm a character now."
But no, you know, there's a part of me that's down with getting the card made, because fuck, it wasn't hurting. That's whatever. But
the card's cool, but don't be mad at somebody because they don't fucking want it.
Right. Yeah, that's where you fucking lose me.
You throw this away.
Like, no, I really don't need this. I'm good. Like, for real, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, when those cosplayers just show up, you're just kind of like, fucking fine, whatever. Don't harass anyone, and you're good.
So piss in my bong.
So we've got Tito on the line. I believe he's muted right now. There he is. What's up, Tito?
It's Tito.
Tito, did you go to Free Comic Book Day at all?
I did not. It's been a few years since I've been to a Free Comic Book Day. Since I haven't really been picking up books regularly.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to go when you're not going there regularly.
Right.
If I didn't work at the shop, I wouldn't go. It's a fucking nightmare.
But even when I was at the end of my run of buying books, I found out that Midtown would give their Free Comic Book Days away free online that following Monday. So I just stopped going.
Yep,
that's cool. I didn't know they did that.
For all the people who don't want to deal with the bullshit, but still wouldn't mind getting the book.
Yeah, like our line wrapped around the building so bad that my manager had to tell people to get out of the alley behind the store.
Get out of the alley, you kids!
It's like fucking Kevin Owens signing at a CVS.
Yep.
Yeah, like I don't buy comics anymore, so it doesn't make sense for me to go on the busiest day of the year just to get sales on shit that I didn't need in the first place and take up space and take free comics. So instead, we just drove past and went to the sad Toys R Us that was closing down.
My local Toys R Us is dead, closed. Took the Toys R Us sign down off of it.
Oh,
all gone.
Wow!
Jeez. Tumbleweeds going across the road.
Oh man, Legos are still at 10% off. Like those aren't moving. But as soon as those go lower than or higher than 10% off, oh, it's going to be a feeding frenzy.
I don't think it's going to happen.
They installed lockable glass cases in my Toys R Us since the going out of business news to put Lego sets in.
Yeah, Lego has made it very clear they are not all about liquid.
No, well, wasn't that Hasbro that just rolled up and was like, "We're taking all our Magic cards" or something?
Oh wow!
Maybe.
Because that is who owns Magic the Gathering right now, right?
Maybe
Hasbro owns everything, so probably.
Yeah, because I think like one of those things they just rolled up on Toys R Us and were like, "You're not clearancing these out. We're taking these."
All those Toys R Us exclusive Marvel Legends. Sorry, we're taking these with us.
They rolled up like fucking Agents of Shield. Old school Agents of Shield.
Well, speaking of Agents of Shield,
oh, you like that?
Jose.
No, I don't like that show.
Jose and Kelly and Tito, for that matter, weren't on last week's show to discuss Infinity War, so I wanted to get you guys' takes. Like, we said last week, we're probably going to talk about Infinity War for months from now, so we'll call it the Infinity War Hour every week. So, thoughts?
I liked it.
And Kelly, I believe unprompted by me, before the show started, gets on the call. And what did you say to me, Kelly, about Infinity War?
Oh, Peter Dinklage fucking sucks. Lee didn't say this because I actually did listen to last week's episode.
Okay.
But I thought Lee might appreciate this. You know what Peter Dinklage looked like? One of the Titans from the live-action Attack on Titan movie.
I can kind of see that.
Right? Like, the way he moved and just in how he was made big compared to everyone else. He just looked like one of those big, lumbering Titans.
Yeah, I can see that.
Looked stupid as hell the whole time he was on screen.
See, I didn't have any problem with the way he looked. His performance was just trash.
Well, I think both. Like, I think his performance was trash, and I thought he looked bad.
Okay, I'll take that. I agree wholeheartedly. So
Well, he's the guy who just got his ass beat.
No, he got his ass beat years ago, I feel.
Yeah, and
in the timeline.
In the like how he can't wipe his ass. He can't hold his pecker to pee, man.
Oh, the smell must be just awful.
Oh.
So after seeing it for the first time, I didn't notice it, but Lee brought up Kristen Allen, and she said when she watched it, she didn't hear Scarlet Witch's accent once.
No,
I didn't either.
I was like,
it was like they said, "Fuck it." They were hiding, so he was in plain skin, and she's like, "No accent." I'm hiding.
After she said that, I was thinking about it. I was like, do I remember her having an accent or no? And yeah, after seeing it a second time, there was one line where she actually had the accent, but other than that, it was just the speech patterns, but no accent. And I saw an article from the Russos that was like, yeah, you know, she's on the run from the government. You know, she's trying to drop her accent so that she's less conspicuous. It's like, no, she just wasn't really good at that accent. You guys were trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. She says, I can't do Wachovia. I can't do Wachovia.
She did a Kofi Kingston. She just dropped her accent.
Yeah. Or didn't Scarlett Johansson didn't have an accent at all as Black Widow, right?
No, because you were pissed off that she didn't have an accent.
You can teach a duck to speak Russian.
Got him.
There was somebody else that just, besides like a Kofi, that just ditched their accent at one point. But yeah, those are my
Thanos look real, y'all.
Thanos is great, man.
God damn.
So Thanos looks awesome.
Was like beautiful.
Like
the farther away he was, the worse he looked.
Right. Yeah.
Which is weird because sometimes it's the other way around where they look great from far, but then when you get them close-ups, you really tell, like, that's not good. But this shit was good.
Well, it makes sense that they would spend more time on the close-ups, but you're right. Like, specifically the scene between him and Gamora where she's sitting next to his throne, and they do a wide shot of that. He looks weird and out of proportion and not
all the wide shots of him. That one where he was, like, looking down, the camera was looking up. Was he looking over the cliff, or he was looking down at somebody? But either way, like, there was a low angle, and he looked all, like, out of proportion.
But other than some of those shots, it was a circus-level type of CGI performance, I'd say.
Fucking Black Mamba? Who's the guy?
Kobe?
No, Ma Black.
Ebony
Black Panther?
No, the villain.
The Ebony Maw.
Ebony Maw.
Yes.
Yeah. You say Black Panther, I think Kobe. I mean, Black
Mamba,
excuse me.
yeah. Ebony Maw was great. Like the whole Black Order was great, disposable, early bosses.
Yeah, but I loved him. He was fucking pretty cool.
He was sick. That dude was sick.
So I had I was in Boston for some conference my work sent me to, and Mahoney and I went on a little mandate to see it in IMAX 3D, and it looked fantastic in IMAX 3D.
I'm sure, but I just don't want to wear those glasses anymore. I don't give a fuck.
No.
The only reason why we saw it in IMAX 3D was because that was the only theater Mahoney said let you have assigned seating in.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it came in handy because we got there like 2 minutes before the movie started.
Yeah, because fuck that waiting in line for a seat shit.
Yeah.
And you're looking and you're waiting. Yep. And everyone's trying to sit together and you can't. Fuck that.
It's a golden age of going to the movies, you guys.
If it's not that, like, I don't go unless it's like spur of the moment. But even then, we try to find that.
Well, some of the theater over by me that we've been doing Movie Pass at is not assigned seating except for like the two main theaters. But we've been seeing movies that are, a couple weeks old or not high interest or not on like a Friday night. So we've been able to just roll in and grab seats. But yeah, I don't miss the days of waiting in line for that big IMAX screen.
No, fuck that. But okay, here's what I loved. I was really excited when I heard the Russos were taking this over.
Yeah.
Like, because Winter Soldier is still like top 2. If you don't include anything Avengers, just solo movies, Winter Soldier's still fucking up there.
I could probably agree with that. I'm a little bit more.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful the way it's shot, the progression of the characters. But what was also great about that is they seem to understand villains. You got to get your villains right, and by having like Thanos is very complex and not that wrong.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like, I would wear a Thanos was right t-shirt.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of on board with Thanos. And then you bring in the Black Order, and those are fucking great villains, and it gave everyone a purpose. Like, it felt as big as it should have because the enemies were so great that you're dealing with some real shit. It wasn't just some bullshit. Like fucking Suicide Squad's villains were bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Jose, we've talked about this. God damn it. It is Academy Award winning Suicide Squad, or it's nothing at all.
Excuse me. Sorry. The Academy Award winning Suicide Squad's villains suck dick. If the villains worked, that movie works. But they fucked up the villain. The Russos don't fuck up the villain, which gives everybody perfect purpose, and they just know what to do with it. And nothing felt like Mortal Kombat 2, where it was just, let's get everyone in here because we have the rights to all these characters. Everybody had a reason to be there, and had their own moment that didn't feel pushed, pressured, forced, rushed, cut short. Everything it flowed good with the pieces of just so many fucking characters.
I read an article today that suggested the hero's journey in the movie isn't Thor's, it's Thanos's. Like, Thanos is the main character. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, he's the main character of that movie for sure.
I love watching it the second time. I was able to pick up on shit that I didn't notice the first time. And one of the bits that I really liked was when Thanos first arrives on Titan. Everybody else is hiding except for Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange is like bantering with him, asking him, what are you going to do when you get all these stones? What are you going to do when you like destroy half the universe? And Thanos is like, I don't know, man. Probably fucking sit looking down on a valley, watching the sunrise, just smiling. And that's exactly how the movie ends.
Yep. And I loved that ending.
And watching the sunrise on a grateful universe.
Yes.
It's fucking...
And watching it the second time,
it's pretty fucking good.
That Thanos Hulk fight in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to Jose. Like, Thanos is Bruce Lee in that fight.
That fight's awesome.
He's using Hulk's momentum, and he's fighting defensively and just fucking him up.
Straight counterpunching him.
Punches.
The counter punches.
What Hulk had, and said, "All right,
let him have his fun."
Yeah, fucked him up so bad he gave Hulk stage fright for the rest of the goddamn movie.
No,
I saw it. I saw it 3 times.
Nice.
And every time I always wait to the end. Since the first one, obviously, since my first viewing, I wait to the end and I just listen to the audience, and it's always silence. And I love that.
This second time, leaving the theater, we're walking down the stairs, and I hear somebody go, "Oh, that was the worst movie I've ever seen."
what? Not true.
Which is probably they don't know how to process emotions, so they don't get like that. It's a unhappy ending, and
it's not about the short term. It's the long haul.
Yeah.
There's a game plan. There's an ending.
But I just
of course
laughed.
it was going to end like that. No shit. Half the fucking people died. Duh. What did you expect? That they were going to win this one?
Yeah, like I honestly wasn't surprised by the ending at all. I was like, all right, this is cool. Because I've been kind of waiting for this ending. I was calling that Guardians was going to end. Like the first one was going to end with Thanos just showing up and fucking killing them all.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
we finally got it here.
As we were waiting for the movie to start, I'm like, oh yeah, so what's gonna happen is like fucking somebody's gonna die. I don't know, probably fucking Hawkeye or some shit. He's gonna die and he's gonna be a Skrull, and so the next movie is Secret Invasion. It's gonna be fucking cool.
No, but it was always meant to be Infinity War 1 and 2.
Right.
But they told us it wasn't gonna be.
Well, of course they did.
Because of misdirection. They were even talking the
it's official. It's Infinity War 2, right?
No. That is still not official.
No. How is that? Because like at the end of the movie, when the title fades away, the last 2 things that fade away are the 2 eyes in Infinity.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I did not notice that. But
like that was the first thing I noticed. So it's like it has to be 2,
the
right?
fact that
they call it Infinity Crusade or some shit.
They originally announced it as Infinity War 1 and 2. Then they backed off and said that Avengers 4 doesn't have a title. And then I was reading articles today, like they intentionally misdirected like the scene with all of them in Wakanda running towards the screen and Hulk is in the background. Like they made that scene as a misdirection.
There's a bunch of toys of
Hulk
love that.
Busting out fucking brilliant.
Right, Hulk busting out of the Hulkbuster. Like some poor fucking merchandising asshole saw some scene that wasn't supposed to be in the movie and was like, all right, we're going to make Hulk busting out of Hulkbuster. But still, like, it's a cool toy, even though it's not in the movie. So,
yeah.
I was expecting that. I was expecting him to be wearing it like fucking
Hulkbuster pants.
Like a football player, just shoulder pads, fucking helmet on. Cool.
No, I've never been happier to be like got by a movie. I'm on board with it. I think it's great.
Now, what I will say is that's the Tony swerve got me because I was expecting Tony or Cap to die in this one. If either of those died, I would be expecting that. But then they got
I love that it's the original Avengers squad that survived.
Well, they're going to which means they all might be gone. They're the ones that are going to not be back. Everyone else comes back, and that's the sacrifices. Like those, some of those are going to die. Black Widow's going to be a fucking Skrull. You know what I mean? Like that's how you splinter those guys off. 2 or 3 die. 2 are Skrulls. Fucking Black Widow and Hawkeye are Skrulls. They're the ones that go back to the front.
I could see, the only ones that really make it out of there are Thor and Banner.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta keep Rocket around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
Well, the Guardians will be back. They're not killing them after just 2 movies.
I'm excited.
That's what I'm saying. Like all those new school guys, they're not done. They're all coming back. They're part of Phase 4.
I was just saying, because there is the original 5 Avengers, not counting Hawkeye, who was in the movie, who are still there. And then Rocket, War Machine, Nebula. Am I missing any? Okoye. And
Fucking
like
Nebula
M'Baku's still there.
Goddamn
too.
M'Baku.
Yeah.
M'Baku's an Avenger now.
Fuck it.
Was that in a trailer or something? Lee?
What?
M'Baku is an Avenger now? Was that in a trailer?
No, that's a Lee Rodriguez original.
I remember reading that at some point before the movie came out, thinking that it was a line from one of the trailers.
I'm just fucking into it.
And then I didn't see it in the movie, and then I couldn't find a trailer of it. M'Baku is Avenger now.
M'Baku rules.
Boy, thick as fuck. And Thanos has purple hot dog fingers.
Yeah, he does.
It was so good.
Did you see that they announced Red Skull Funko Pop?
God damn it.
That was fucking pretty cool, too.
I mean,
That was
loved
really
that.
cool.
I loved that. And I loved that it took me a little bit to go see it, but that nothing was spoiled. Like, I had
Same.
no idea he was in it. I had no idea that was going to fucking happen. That was cool.
I feel like if you were going to get spoiled by anything, it would have been the memes going around of people turning to dust, like non-Marvel people.
I missed that whole thing.
Well, that's good, because I was seeing these going around. I saw fucking James Gunn share one of Matthew Lillard Shaggy turning to dust with a caption like, "Guys, I don't feel very good." And I saw that from James Gunn. I'm like, that's not a specific spoiler, but that's still a pretty big spoiler to be.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be something at the end once I saw all those memes, but you still don't know exactly what it is.
Right, but
the Captain Marvel post-credit was spoiled for me because somebody who made it obvious that he went to the New York premiere on Tuesday, the next day decides to post up a Captain Marvel logo. And somebody was like, spoiler, and he was like, no, I just like the picture.
Fucking
I'm like,
asshole.
bullshit.
Yeah, fuck off.
He's a piece of shit.
That's a Howard the Duck move right there.
Yeah,
See, I don't think that's Captain Marvel. I think that's All Might, and he's going to come and fuck up Thanos in the next
That'd
movie.
be fucking awesome.
Infinity War 2, it's just an anime.
The one thing I thought was spoiled to me was I was on YouTube, and it was one of those, the Easter egg videos.
Well, why are you watching that?
Why?
No, I wasn't watching. No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. No.
Okay.
It's how it has all the. You go to YouTube's homepage and there's a bunch of videos.
Sure.
So it was like Logan Paul showing a corpse in his thumbnail.
But that's what the video. Yeah. So it's a thumbnail, but it was of the running scene from Wakanda where they're all running, and it was a close up of a guy in the background with the face blown up, and it was Killmonger. So I was like, oh shit. I didn't want to know that.
So you got spoiled by something that wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But if we do see Killmonger again, I won't be surprised.
I will make you dead as fuck.
Well, I mean,
we
all bets are off.
We didn't see what he did with the body. Like,
yeah, but
he
also
still could have been alive. He put him in the fucking herbs. He's in a coma, like fucking how they put Homeboy back on ice.
Also, Time Gem, Soul Gem, all bets are off.
Everything's off.
Yeah.
We were talking last week about we were looking at some set photos, and I don't know if you guys want to be spoiled on any of that or not, but it's
I listened to it last week.
Some cool shit. Like
I don't want to know nothing. I
Okay.
want to know nothing. Nothing. I don't want to know nada.
Okay.
What I do want to know is I'm going to see it.
One question. I want to get you guys to weigh in on this. The post-credit scene, Maria Hill is talking to Fury and then says, oh, fuck, someone just spotted some bogeys over Wakanda. The car in front of them crashes, and then they turn to dust. That's probably a minute's time between when Maria Hill, probably the number 2 spy in the U.S., finds out about the shit happening over Wakanda before they dust. And there was that whole, the ships land, and then there's the whole battle in Wakanda. So is it, what's the timeline there? Is it just a matter of Maria Hill and Nick Fury are so out of the loop because they're on the run, they're on the lam, that they're not getting information like that as soon as they
maybe
should.
That
and I think it's also like the Wakanda.
About Wakanda.
Like, Wakanda.
Yeah, it's Wakanda like hiding shit. Too.
Okay.
Like nobody knew that existed. Even when Black Panther came out, like nobody knew who the fuck he was. They didn't know all that shit exists. You know what I mean? So I could see Wakanda blocking that out as part of their defense, as they have to be able to keep off of all radars and scanners to where there's movement. You know what I mean? Like if you're overhead and you scanned it, it looked like a shitload of people, but you're telling me that that's a mountain. Something's gonna.
Yeah, because like we're cool. We're gonna share some shit, but we're not taking this goddamn shield down.
Yeah, we ain't stupid.
We're not gonna give you guys any latitude, longitude.
We'll show you some shit. We'll help you. We'll how about this? We'll bring it to you. All right. There's like 2 white boys that I'm allowed in 3. There's 3 white boys that can come knocking on Wakanda's door.
Cap.
1,
Bucky.
we got him. He's here. He lives here. Fucking Winter Soldier. He's cool.
White Wolf.
Bilbo Baggins. He all right. Bilbo can swing on by any time. And Captain America, you cool.
I don't know about that Bruce Banner though.
Yeah, Bruce. Oh no, you tricky. Don't be coming over here getting mad. We all cool. Don't be coming over here with all that anger shit. And I don't know about you, Iron Man.
You big green asshole.
There's a good chance you'll try to steal some of my shit. You
definitely.
You wait outside. But fucking loved it.
God
ballsy. Ballsy
yep.
killing Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. Ballsy.
And Spider-Man. Oh, that Spider-Man scene got me, though. I was like, oh my God.
So that Spider-Man scene, apparently he improv right on the spot.
That's pretty cool.
Like, they didn't give him the script until the day of. He didn't
but you know what? At the same time, it kind of showed because I was like, what the fuck? Why is he taking so long to go away when everyone else is just like, I'm dust now? that was the lone thing about that scene that bothered me, where I was like, man, he's taking a fucking while.
He's like, no. You gonna tell me I can't be Spider-Man for a while? I'm milking this shit.
The way they tried to explain it was that his spider sense was kind of letting him know something wasn't right. So that's why he sensed it before it actually happened.
Well, also on Titan, didn't they all dust a little slower?
Yeah.
It was the atmosphere. They all dusted
but
slower.
you also got to remember is they're on Titan, so they're on a whole different fucking like
time zone.
Yeah, that shit's way out there.
It took a while to get out there.
It's fucking Saturday 3 p.m. Titan time right now. Cool. Well, we want to take a break, come back, and do football. Lee, you up for that?
Oh yeah.
I think I do want to say one more thing about the movie.
Sure.
Two lone complaints. One is Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, fuck him.
The other is, and it's not even like a real complaint. It's just something I would have liked. And the bit when Thanos is in the Soul Stone.
Yes.
When he sees Gamora, like as a child.
Right.
I wanted her when she turned around to have the skull face. Like that.
That'd be cool.
Like that's what I was hoping for that, and I was kind of disappointed when she turned around. It was just normal little girl Gamora.
I want to see a baby Guardians of the Galaxy. You get young Gamora, you get young Peter Quill, you cast
Teenage Groot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, boy, Teenage Groot finds all of them as kids in an alternate universe and rounds them up.
There you go.
Boy, am I sick to death of cute internet articles and stupid shit. My favorite thing I saw today was one Avengers 4 theory explained by the comic books. I'm like, no, dickhead, that's just a comic book story. I'm not explaining a theory, you fucknut. Like,
Jim Starlin had a theory about the Infinity Wars movie back in 1990.
Now, okay, I've been now that I've seen it, like I'm kind of going back and watching all the shit that I missed.
Sure. Sure.
the trailers and everything, because I love watching those. Some of those trailers are pretty good, but I just don't want to see them.
The Easter egg videos and stuff like that. You gotta find that Russo brothers Anatomy of a Scene video.
Yes. Okay. And I'm watching the Easter eggs, but one of the Easter eggs was Peter Dinklage.
That's not an Easter egg.
That's an actor who played a character. That's not an Easter egg.
Yeah,
that seems offensive to midgets.
If you're gonna watch an Easter egg video, watch the Mr. Sunday Movies videos. That guy's the best, and he doesn't come with bullshit, and he's funny too. He's like an Australian Mahoney.
Now, okay, so going back to the baby, so it's this timeline, fucking teenage Groot who's missing a hand.
Okay, well, no, he's not really missing a hand because it just kind of grew back.
Well. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it starts, he doesn't have it. Like, he's growing it back.
Okay.
So, caught up in this timeline, he goes and gets little baby Gamora, the little baby versions, but they're on the hunt to find the timeline. They don't know what timeline, they're stuck, but they're trying to find, modern day raccoon. Reunite with that one. So, it's kind of like the hunt for Spock, but it's the hunt for raccoon.
Oh, I love it.
With little baby fucking. Let's do it.
Feels like Guardians of the Galaxy meets Little Rascals. I like it.
Yep.
Fucking I'll watch anything the Russos do. I'll put it that way. I'm in. I'm so in for them. Fucking let's do it. So are they only doing what has been announced? What do we know? That's coming out.
We have a date for.
We have a date for Spider-Man 2 and Avengers 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but Spider-Man 2 before or after?
Okay. It goes. We get Ant-Man and Wasp in July, and then Captain Marvel in February, March. Then Avengers 4, early May, late April. Then we have a release date for Spider-Man, which comes out that summer. I think June, July of 2019, and then they confirmed the Black Panther sequel, but no date, and then they confirmed 2020 for Guardians 3, but no date.
Okay, so here's my call. The only way you end Infinity War with Avengers 4 not being the end of Infinity War is if that's what the whole Captain Marvel movie is.
Is what?
What I'm saying is, if the Captain Marvel movie is the ending to Infinity War.
No, the Captain Marvel movie is a prequel.
A flashback, right?
Yeah, it's set in the 90s.
In the 90s.
So we're going to see how she became Captain Marvel.
And then
maybe where
right into Avengers 4.
Essentially, yeah.
Infinity 2.
Yes.
And then
so do we think they're retconning her powers to make it so she doesn't age or something?
I mean, you age differently in space. And, I mean, she's super powered, so we can always just chalk that up. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, she's got, kind of 90s style hair in the Solo movie, so maybe she will age a little bit, but not by 30 years.
Unless they age her, digitally age her.
Yeah.
I mean, they could.
That's what I want to see is an old Brie Larson.
But she ages quicker, so her 30 looks like 60.
She's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Jack.
So Benjamin Button, Miss Marvel comes to save the day.
Yes.
I'm down.
Yes.
But nothing, the Russos are not attached to anything beyond Avengers 4.
Not that we know of.
No.
But they did do Avengers 4.
Yes.
Nice.
And I feel like they can pretty much do whatever they want in Marvel.
Whatever they want.
Yeah.
And give them a universe to play with. Give them a fucking universe. With this movie, they have proven that they are able to pluck characters from any movie, put them together in them, keep like the style that person, you know what I mean, from each movie.
Well,
like the Guardian scenes felt like Guardian scenes.
Two is that you had Marcus and McFeely did the screenplay, and they're the guys that wrote Winter Soldier and I think Civil War too.
Mm-hmm. They have a great team around.
Well, they also had
other directors, the kind of the big time directors were like exec producers on this movie. So they were like, everyone was in on it.
And James Gunn wrote the Guardian scenes.
Right.
In Infinity
So,
War.
like, there's never any question about, like, hey, what would Star-Lord say here? They had the fucking guy who wrote all the Star-Lord shit there. You know, that's pretty great.
Oh, that's so good.
Meanwhile, over at Fox, they had 2 fucking movies with Caliban in it, and none of the guys knew it.
Got him.
That's fucking true. That's a thing that actually happened. It's dumb.
I love it. Give them a whole universe to play with after this. Let them go do something.
They have had a whole universe to
But
play
they
with.
got that.
No, but I mean, like the new shit.
Like,
give them something new to play with.
Like, send them somewhere that needs the help. Like, send them to WB.
Oof. No, send them to fucking Netflix. Jesus. I watched Preacher season 2. Finished that fucking thing.
Not
How
bad,
does
right?
Preacher have better fight scenes than Iron Fist?
Yeesh.
Because Jesse Custer's a fucking
I'll
badass.
tell you, I love that show. Hair Star, that fucking dude is the shit.
I haven't gotten to him in the show
The
yet.
guy that plays him
He's great.
beautiful. It's so he once he shows up, like every episode's a fucking joy. The shit, his backstory, fucking great. That episode, everything that comes out of his mouth is fucking gold. I love that guy.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
I'm in on fucking Preacher. I love that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't
went
super
through that, like,
psyched about some of the first season, but they picked it up real good.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, no, like the opening scene lets you know this is when they're fucking dangling guts from the car. Like they're showing you they let us have some balls on this season. We get to have some fun now. They played it safe. They got in. They got their second season, and then now they're playing, and it's feeling more like the book. They're still doing some crazy shit. Did he have a? We'll talk about it later. Everyone's coming up.
Yeah, sounds good.
If you're not watching Preacher, fucking watch it. It's good shit. I don't know what's going on Walking Dead. I haven't finished Punisher yet. I love Punisher.
Walking Dead. I
blew through season 2 of Preacher.
I think it's a Funny or Die series that recaps The Walking Dead every week, but it's very like tongue in cheek and just shitting on it the entire time. And that's all I have time for with Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah.
Is any of us watching Walking Dead right now?
I stopped during season 2.
I'm still like Jen was really into it. Even after last season was good. It was a solid season. But this season is just shit. So we have like about 4 or 5 that are there on the DVR that we just have to like drag gas through.
Feeling like a season of fucking Iron Fist. Iron Fist, pick up your shit, man. Preacher's making you look bad.
Yeah, it's got really good fight scenes.
Give fucking Jesse Custer the Iron Fist. Fuck it.
Give Jesse Custer the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
But I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
All right, so break.
Let's take a break.
Right,
Yeah.
take a pee and then come back, and we got Lee versus Tito in our last second round matchup, I believe.
Let's do this.
Round, baby.
That's true.
I got your back, Tito, if it comes down to a tiebreaker.
Hey, fuck off.
Oh my god.
All right, do this. Bye.
Break!
Ripped Apparel is your one-stop shop for limited edition t-shirts featuring all the crap that you already like anyway. Every day you're going to see 3 new limited edition designs available only for 24 hours. That's just a single day. After that, they're gone forever. And best yet, if you want to check them out, buy a little something, they're going to throw a little kickback to us, your folks, your friends here at the Popcast. So go to PanelsOnPages.com, click that banner at the top of the page, or on the sidebar at pcn.PanelsOnPages.com, or you can just update your bookmark, check it out on your phone every single morning. That's what I do. Ripped, that's RIPT.PanelsOnPages.com. T-shirts start at just $10 and they'll kick us a little something every time. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep the podcast going, help us keep the site up, and get you a pretty cool t-shirt, man. Cool swag, cool shirts, good people, good deals from your favorite podcast. So check it out. Ripped.PanelsOnPages.com. 24-hour limited edition t-shirts that are pretty damn awesome. Check it out. And now back to your regularly scheduled podcast. It got late on us, gentlemen. It got late.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it did.
Oops. That's okay.
I could do that.
I was trying to move it along.
You really were.
I tried to throw the break at about 11:20.
Full disclosure, I'm very tired. That was paying attention.
That was part of the reason I was trying.
Let's knock out this football. And I ain't got really shit to say about comics.
All right, Lee, call it in the air.
Heads.
It is tails. So, Tito, do you want to go first or second?
Lee goes first.
All right. Figured that was fair, and we've got both of you live, so why not do a legit-ass coin toss?
I like it. I'm mad at that.
All right, so this is...
I'll take a Belichick strategy, defer the kickoff.
This is Tito's The Secret Frightful Threesome, Taskmaster, Flash Thompson, Venom, and Sandman, versus Lee's The Unfuckwithables, Ben Grimm, Captain America, and Spider-Man. So this is round 2 of Marvel. The winner of this goes to the Marvel Championship. So, Lee, we'll let you start.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. Like,
so you give up? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, like, it's all right there, man. It's unfuckwithable. It's right there. Like, I mean, I got Captain America, who, as you may have noticed in a little motion picture going around, something of a leader, something of a quarterback.
Yeah, I remember that scene. He threw that football at Thanos.
He helped him coordinate teamwork on a scale unprecedented with a bunch of Avengers. Oh, look, I got a bunch of Avengers on this team. Look at that. It's like it's all supposed to be that way.
And he's got thought out. He's got a 40-yard dash that can match T'Challa.
Goddamn right. And I don't know it's not Tito, but T'Challa's a black guy. That's how fast this dude is. That's how fast he is. Going up against Taskmaster, who's like a dime store Captain America at best. Like, how you gonna beat Taskmaster? Do some shit you never did before. There you go. Done. You ain't never seen it. Can't fuck with it. It's fine. And then no disrespect to Flash Thompson as Venom, but this is a guy he's gonna be so fucking starstruck. Opposite Spider-Man, he's not gonna be all that useful. Like and we've seen that happen in the comic books even. Like they'll be fighting bad guys, like, oh shit, look at me. I'm fighting with Spider-Man. When it's like, goddamn, Flash, get a grip. There's aliens and shit.
Does Flash Thompson Venom know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man?
Yes.
No, but he fucking loves Spider-Man.
Oh, I see.
Flash Thompson's a big old Spider-Man fanboy. That's a problem in a one-on-one scenario. Like we've seen it happen. There's precedent for it. It's a big deal.
Well, you know, Kobe was also a big Michael Jordan fan.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
You'll know in a minute.
Okay. And then you got Sandman, who has made a living getting beaten by Spider-Man. That's like, oh, Sandman, what's he do? Oh, he loses to Spider-Man. That's like his whole fucking gimmick, is losing to Spider-Man. So, like, I mean, we got you covered. Like, it's
But to be fair, he's making a living doing it, so credit where credit's due.
He's in prison every 35 days. It's fine because the justice system is incredibly flawed. We need some Jerry Orbach on that motherfucker.
3 hots and a cot.
Yeah, so it's and that's not even saying anything about the fucking ultimate. I'm gonna say linebacker. That is the thing.
My favorite part is when Lee uses football terminology. I fucking love it.
Taking a guess on that one. Oh yeah, you want some more of that, Tito? How about this? Cap on the snap, taking it back.
Ooh,
that's fucking Spider-Man. Makes the. I feel like line drive is probably golf. That's probably not right.
That's baseball.
Both of those were wrong.
But he goes,
a line drive is probably golf.
But he goes fast because he's Spider-Man. Is my point. Now, you're gonna say some shit about.
At least so adorable.
You're gonna say some shit about. Like I got a real bad headache. So you're gonna say some shit about Venom not triggering the spider sense, and that's true. That's a problem. I'm not gonna say it's not an issue because that is definitely a thing. But while he might not be able to sense Venom coming up, he's gonna hear Flash Thompson going every time he gets around. He's gonna give himself away at all this nonsense. Like this, I just think that you got a superior team. Never mind the fact that Ben Grimm was on the Guardians team with Flash, so he knows a little bit more how Flash works. He's been around him in those quiet moments. He's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, remember the time I found your fucking jerk off mags under the couch? Oh shit, there you go. Now you gotta get past him. You've got that personal shit going on there too. The Spider-Man can't necessarily throw at him because he's not supposed to know all this personal shit about him because he doesn't know. He got that secret ID going. It's just lots of fucking moves, and the team is aptly named. My boys are unfuckwithable in this contest, especially. Sorry. What you got?
All right, Tito.
All right. So
like how I said there's not much to say, and then I talked for 5 minutes.
Lee, you're adorable. So this is gonna be I'm gonna lay out my defense for you guys. So we have Cap as QB on his team. Obviously, Taskmaster is going against him. Spider-Man will be covered by Venom, and Sandman will be covering Thing. Straight bump and run coverage, very aggressive from the beginning. To Lee's point, Lee made a point for me. Spider-Man Spider Sense is not going to work with Venom, so him getting hit, he's not going to be able to dodge the hits. He's not going to be able to see those tackles or those hits coming. So that's an advantage my team. Another advantage on the other side on defense is Thing has no tactile sense. He can't catch. He's a rock.
If he can smoke a cigar, he can catch a football.
No, he cannot, sir. That's one of the things with his transformation into rock form is that he's lost tactile sense.
This motherfucker plays poker on the reg.
Yeah, but he can't catch a ball.
He can't catch a ball. A poker card is staying still. Try to catch something that's coming at you. That has air in it and bounces. Is bouncing right off his hands.
So he can lift things. He just can't catch things.
Correct.
So he could palm a basketball, but if you pass it to him, he's all buttered.
Yes, and you need soft hands to catch a football.
Yeah, but no one's going to throw to the fucking thing anyway.
So that's fine. If you want to use him straight as a running back, that is great. He is now one-dimensional. I know exactly when he's in the backfield. I know exactly if he moves, what he's doing. That eliminates any chance of surprise, any chance of him swinging out. Straight defense on him. Sandman turns hard, takes out his legs. He's done.
How hard?
Not like he's super fast. He's not breaking any land speed records.
Doesn't have to.
So right. So getting to him will be easy. Now offensively, it's where you have Cap on your team, so I'm gonna have to mix it up. It can't be just it can't be just Taskmaster at QB. I'm gonna do some Flash Thompson at QB. You're not gonna know who's quarterback, and we're gonna switch it up that way.
Wildcat.
Yes, straight Wildcat. You don't know who's getting the ball. And again, one of the strengths of my team.
Ball don't even know who's getting it.
The versatility. I have guys in Sandman and Venom who can speed down the field, catch and and be running backs.
He fucking throw the ball at him, and he's like, I got it. And the ball goes through his hands. Like,
no, it doesn't. He can make it. He can solidify. He can make a glove. He can form a glove, and it's falling right into.
It's not a baseball glove.
Yeah, it better not be a baseball
glove. We've been down that road.
A nice giant hand with a Wilson mitt on it.
There you go. There you go. That's got the fucking.
Good save. Good save.
A mitt?
Not a mitt, like a receiver's glove.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a mitt and a receiver's glove would do different things.
Okay, relax.
I'm just saying, keep by the fucking imaginary rules.
So with that, Lee made a point of saying that Venom's going to be starstruck because of Spider-Man. Not the case. He was a soldier in multiple wars.
Oh, you're right. So he's starstruck of Captain America too. Good point.
He played competitive football. So
Flash Thompson was on the Secret Avengers.
And
he was all up Captain America's dick the whole time.
And once the ball is hyped, once the whistle blows, it's all game time. It's roll and let's go. You can run a Philly special. You can run a Wildcat. There's plenty of plays that you can do. There's nothing in any playbook that's outside of my team scope.
Well, yeah, any big kid can run a Wildcat, Tito.
Yeah,
obviously
try throwing the ball with Thing. Let's see Thing throw a football.
Obviously,
pop the ball before he gets it out.
Clearly.
So that's it. I win. I don't even need the annexation of Puerto Rico for this one.
Coming to me with Wildcats like I don't know what's up.
Oof.
I like the matchup of Sandman and Thing to where could Sandman fucking get into all of Thing's grooves and crevices?
Get real hard inside of him?
I don't know. They really come up as a thing.
Nah.
No, like, right underneath that is like, I mean, he's got like meat and shit.
He's meat under there.
Yeah.
Has he ever been peeled apart?
Good meat.
What's that, Tito?
Has he ever been like peeled apart to see what's under there?
Yeah, like he's gotten like sick and shit like that until like the rocks will fall off. Yeah, there's meaty bits under there.
And he's got eyeballs. And
it's kind of gross.
And that big fleshy dick.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Lee, you didn't use the Thing's giant hog in your argument this time.
Oh, it's there.
Or that the thing is made of weather. I don't know if you remember that.
Right.
Real as it gets. Rock solid argument. What that is.
On paper, Lee's team wins this whole thing, but on argument and on strategy and on plan and sizing up the other team, I think Tito takes it. Lee's main argument was that Flash Thompson is going to be starstruck.
No, that's one of the arguments. The main argument is that it's a fucking team of A+ winners.
It is. It's a really good team. But
listen, we've seen undefeated teams losing the Super Bowl.
I feel like Tito
Taskmaster's Eli Brady to your Eli Manning.
You got Eli Brady.
We talked about it
they
before,
had a baby.
There's something to be said for the pre-established teamwork. All three of my guys have been Avengers.
Sure.
You got Taskmaster.
And Taskmaster has been on team with both of my guys. We've established that game 1, week 1.
Taskmaster's loyal to fuck all nobody. Like he's not. Yeah. He'll be on team for a minute. But the minute something else comes up better, he's gonna fuck away off.
But I feel like
as long as you're paying him, he's showing up.
And Taskmaster has. I feel he's got a competitive side to him. So he would be all about going.
He wants to
with
prove
Cap.
he's better than Captain America.
Yeah. Right.
Sure.
Yeah, the minute Captain America does like something he didn't do last Thursday, he's like, "Well, fuck."
Well, then he knows how to do it.
Then you can't do that again.
Right.
No.
I do like that argument from Lee.
Strategic mind of our fucking ever.
I do like Lee's argument that as Cap to get around Taskmaster is that you do shit that you've never done before. It is a good argument, but if you do one thing in the game, he's got that now. He has downloaded it.
Oh, so Captain America's not going to come with like more than one thing to do?
No.
But you know what? Your Thing's only running the football, so there goes any versatility with him.
But he can run it left. He can run it right.
Okay, there you go.
I think that's what hurts you is the Thing being that one-sided.
Because Sandman can be the Thing. They could match up perfectly, but Sandman is also, like Tito said, versatile.
Yeah.
He can catch, he can run, he can throw.
He can fucking turn to sand.
I gotta go with Tito on this, because you got Flash Thompson is a real football boy. You have the Taskmaster, who is both got all the superhero shit and is a fake football boy who is full of football boy knowledge because he was watching tape. And then you got the X Factor, the Sandman, who can be whatever you need him to be because he can shape himself.
I'll shape myself into your glorious victory.
Yeah.
What do you say, Jose?
I gotta go with Tito because I think like Lee had done. Okay, Captain America leading the team is very strong, and I think that he can come up with game plans quickly. And if they got hit, I think he can come up with a way to hit back. But when it comes down to it, if it was a battle, Captain America would be the last one standing on his team because his team isn't on his level. And I don't think the Thing is on his level to be versatile and then hurts them when they need.
You got running plays. You got fucking.
Yeah, but then that's it. That's it. Just
Throwing
running plays.
plays.
But you have to make sure that he takes the ball from you, that there's still a possibility of fumbles because
Cap's gonna take that goddamn ball and go throw it left.
Yeah, but can he even throw the ball if he can't?
They can't throw the ball, no.
No, Captain America. Captain America throw the fucking ball to the left. Spider-Man's gonna dunk off to the right, unprotected. Will that motherfucker to his hands, and it's all end zone all day.
And he will not be unprotected. That's bump and run coverage. That's straight in your face from go.
Tito did say that. Tito did say he was going to bump and run you from the jump.
I would probably have something to say to that if I knew what the fuck that meant.
I have unbumpers, and
I want to say I
mentioned the spider webs yet.
Well, it doesn't matter if you get to it now. You already lost.
Yeah. Lee, it was a valiant effort. You made it almost to the Marvel Finals, not knowing jack shit about football. So
that's right.
Yeah.
I will pay to hear Lee. I want Lee to do a sports podcast. Talk about.
It was.
He needs to commentate. Like, let him do sports.
I finally
swear to God, that was not a. I swear to fucking God, I thought line drive was a golf thing.
I think line drive might be a golf thing as well, but
it's
more of a baseball thing. Dumb. It's more of a baseball thing.
Yeah.
If you say line drive to somebody who knows sports in that way, they're going to. If you just say line drive, they're going to baseball.
I've updated all of the shows on TalkShoe and the PCN site, and the last matchup me and Lee had, where I lost to Lee, Lee goes at one point. He's like, "I want to say line of scrimmage," and he had that same fucking moment this week. I want to say linebacker. But yes, even John in the chat gives it to Tito because Taskmaster, Cap, and Spidey Venom counter each other, but Sandman is more than the Thing, so he votes Tito.
I don't know that Taskmaster would counter Captain America, as you know, he's Captain fucking America.
I'm not. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he, even LeBron, in his greatest, can only do so much and can only win a title with everyone else helping him.
So basically, going into it, I just use the Belichick formula: is take out your biggest strength. Taskmaster's there. You're gonna have to go to Thing. I'm gonna make it so that you have to go to Thing, and seeing how one-dimensional he is, it's easy to defend.
And there's still a chance that he bobbles the fucking snap, the handoff.
Try handing off a football to a boulder. See what happens.
I want to see
Tell
that.
me you can't catch it. I'm willing to take that trip with you. But like, people hand things shit all the time.
Yeah, but this is in fast movement, but they're not moving. Like
he's going to be running to that ball.
right, he's running to the ball. The quarterback calls hike and steps and drops back or turns. Sometimes it's a pitch. Like he'll turn.
He can fucking fight hordes in the negative zone. But he can't play a goddamn game of football because he might drop a ball.
Hey, listen, they all have their weakness. That's his.
What you have to make sure is that the handoff is perfect, which means he has to actually hand it to him. You can't pitch it to him, which leaves him space. So every run play,
it's going to be like a draw.
They're going to be close together because he has to make sure he's going to get the ball and catch it, which could lead to sacks, false starts, fumbles. It's not pretty.
And it's easy to read.
Yeah, because it's
second Captain America. Okay, sure.
Because then if you're not,
yeah, second Captain America all day.
He's Captain America. What do you got? You got fucking bootleg Captain America.
No, what happens is you have Captain America getting sacked who can say, "I can do this all day," and he gets sacked all day.
Oh God!
He still gets up at the end of the game, but he got sacked 50 times.
Listen, it's the Giants beating the Patriots when they were under.
It is. Yeah. No, it is.
I don't know about when the Giants beat the Patriots.
No, this is exactly what it is. The Patriots won 16-0. The Patriots broke the record for most touchdowns thrown in a season and most touchdowns caught in a season by a receiver. And that beautiful undefeated season, which no other team but the Miami Dolphins have went completely undefeated in a season and win a Super Bowl. This was going to be the first team to do it since then. The Giants came in, punched them in their mouths, and they fucking beat them.
I think Lee fell asleep during all that.
That's kind of fucked up, actually. That's fucked up.
So, congratulations, Tito. Hard-fought victory, and you took that loss on the chin there, Lee. But
I think if you had Black Panther instead of Thing, you may.
Yeah, that's a fantastic team.
You may have it.
So wait, what was that, Tito?
Black Panther instead of Black Panther instead of the Thing. That would be a fantastic team.
Black Panther, Cap, and Spidey.
But say that again.
Yeah, say that last part.
What would it have been?
Fantastic team.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
My Brooklyn accent is coming out.
No,
I mean, we're talking about the Thing, and you said fantastic, so he's fantastic. He's a fantastic team. He's fantastic.
So fucking dumb that movie.
The ending of that shitty movie that no one saw.
Roll credits. So the 2 conference championships that we have. So we'll do one next week, and the one after that we got Zero with his Avengers tackle team, with Vision, Iron Man, and Quicksilver going up against Tito's The Secret Frightful Threesome.
Kill him, Zero.
Taskmaster, Flash, Thompson Venom, and Sandman. And then in the DC Conference Finals, we've got Mama Kent's Highlight Reel, which is Shark's team, Superman, Booster Gold, and Wally West Flash, versus Knize's Gotham Rogues, Batman, Barry Allen Flash, and John Stewart Green Lantern.
Solid. Be fun.
Comes down to a tiebreaker. I'm voting for Tito.
I want to thank you guys for holding off the matchup till this week. I was kind of indisposed last week.
Gosh, it's all right. We've gotten into a groove where one of these matchups a week is plenty.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's good time.
All right,
have
gentlemen.
fun here, Tito.
I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, Tito. Love you, man.
Love you guys.
Night, Tates.
Good night.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
Fucking head, you guys. Oh, God.
Oh, it's only 12:05, so we can probably get out of here in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, we actually started picking up the pace and doing good on time.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all you get. 3 books. Go.
I want to talk about Batman 46. Because it fucking sucks.
Yeah, that book was bad.
I saw John Michael.
Right now.
It's a Tom King book, right?
Yeah.
And I saw
And
John.
I fucking loved everything he's done up to this, but this
Yeah,
issue
like John Michael's been one of those guys. Like, oh, I don't really dig it. I've loved everything about his Batman run. This fucking sucks.
Just this issue, or this whole story he's doing right now?
No, like, I guess the story. I guess
the funny thing is, I liked the first issue of the story.
Yeah, but then it just kind of took a shit here. So the idea is that, you know, it's all driving towards the Batman Catwoman wedding. That's you know, you may have heard about that in the story in the newspapers. It's a big deal. So
extra,
is what happens when Booster Gold goes back in time and saves the Waynes, so they don't die. His plan is to like It's a Wonderful Life Batman.
Oh,
so where no. Like, oh hey, you know, so really like, yeah, it's cool you have your parents and all, but like, you know, you're supposed to be a Batman. You've always probably felt that shit's not right because you're supposed to be Batman. And Batman's like, fuck this, I'm gonna break your time travel robot and say, here, this is awesome. And that's where this issue picks up. And this issue picks up a year later with Booster Gold busting Catwoman out of Arkham, who can only say meow, I guess.
Yeah, that was weird.
And he's got like a crazy fucked up scraggly beard and just it's Dick is Batman, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And he's just like crazy murder Batman.
Running around screaming die at people, like it's really fucking dumb. And then he finally gets Catwoman to Wayne Manor to save the day, and she like kills Alfred, and then Batman kills her. And then Bruce kills Batman. It's dumb. Like, it's real dumb. Like, I feel bad for Tony Daniel having to draw this shit. Like, oh, we're doing this. Okay, I guess we'll do that. All right. Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel bad because Tony Daniel's shit art has been fucking up Batman for a while.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh, call him out.
So, Tony Daniel draws a shitty Batman and ruined the art on Batman R.I.P. I'll never forgive him for that.
Hot take, son. Hot take.
2 more books.
Another kind of weird one was Captain America 701, which is, I guess, kind of fine.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was an interesting style to do the story in.
Like, it's fine, but it's just not a story that I want. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want it. Like, I don't give a shit about it.
I think it's just they told Wade, it's like, you have 2 issues, do some kind of thing to tie up loose ends before the next run starts.
So it takes place mostly in the far future, where Captain America's great-great-great-grandson is one of many people the world over that's like taken a watered-down version of the super soldier serum to make them all like live longer and shit. But he finds out that like the army guy is like using them to make the whole world like Kree sleeper agents, which is fine. It's just you know, the last issue was Captain America going back to modern time after his crazy, like, you know, alternate universe thing, which I really liked. And I was like, no, we're doing this weird far future thing. Like, okay. Whatever, I guess that's what we're going to do. Sure.
Yeah, they probably just told Wade, it's like, look, you got 2 issues or 3 or whatever. Do a story that doesn't affect the status quo at all going into Ta-Nehisi Coates.
0 things will matter from this.
Yeah.
Now that said, I did get a chance to check out the Free Comic Book Day Captain America book, and that looked fucking cool.
It did look.
Uh-oh. We lost Kelly.
Ah, shit. Well, I was hoping it maybe wasn't me. Okay. He'll come back. Yeah, that's Ta-Nehisi Coates and Lanil Yu doing Captain America, where Cap is besieged by an army of nuke clones, which that's kind of fucking cool. That's neat. What else? What?
What else?
What else?
I don't know.
I want to wait for Kelly in case he has something else to say.
Sure. We got a vamp. We gotta fill time.
Look at shit. So they have turned this the Return of Wolverine into like a full-on miniseries extravaganza, which is kind of fucking dumb. But so far, I've liked everything they're done with it. So they find that the Wolverine grave is empty in the last month or whatever the fuck, last issue. And so Kitty Pryde's like, all right, we gotta fucking find Wolverine. Call a bunch of our friends. And so this Wolverine weapon lost is Daredevil, Misty Knight, the fucking Inhuman detective guy with the eyes, and Cypher looking for Wolverine. That sounds real fucking dumb. But I like it. It was pretty fun. It was neat. It's fun. Like, it's stupid and doesn't need to be in the world at all. But I did not dislike it.
Kelly,
kind of fun.
Kelly, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Well, what were we talking about when Kelly got dropped?
The free comic book day Captain America thing.
Which is, again, is pretty cool.
Yes.
On board for that. Let's see. Spider-Man 240 was the last Bendis Miles Morales story. Was pretty good. Pretty good there, I guess.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Bendis is coming.
I've heard it's coming. So hard.
Face, neck, and chest. What else? Okay. That's about it. Oh, Power Ranger stuff, man. So Go Power Rangers #9 and the Free Comic Day book. I got both those.
So cool.
They're both so fucking good. So the Go Power Rangers has the crazy evil Pink Ranger from the Dracon universe overshooting her target and ending up back too far back in time. So that's why she's with like the kind of early Rangers in this one. And it's fucking cool. The artwork is great. I love the design on the Ranger Slayer. She looks fucking awesome.
I love her bow is made of 2 of the Green Ranger swords that I can't remember their name of.
That is the cleverly named Sword of Darkness.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes, very, very on the nose. But yeah, it's 2 of those killer swords like side by side to make a bow, and that's fucking dope. It's so cool.
So you said Go Power Rangers, and I immediately thought of Power Rangers characters as go-go dancers, and I was like, oh man, we should make a fucking Power Rangers burlesque and call it Go Power Rangers.
That'd be fucking cool.
But then I Googled it. I was like, somebody had to have gotten that before. And yep, 2012. Gorilla Tango Theaters, Power Rangers burlesque called Go Power Rangers.
Hey, just because someone else thought of it first, that made a bad idea, buddy. Okay.
Actually, like, most burlesque is a bad idea, so.
Yeah. Occasionally you get a good one. And then the Free Comic Day Power Ranger book did some pretty cool shit.
Was fucking wild.
Yeah, like, go ahead.
So Zordon, he goes into the Morphin Grid, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens?
Yeah.
And he meets, like, these 3, are kind of, like, Power Ranger gods, almost. 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 yellow. And as he's talking to them, they're each, like, morphing through all the various red, green, and red, blue, and yellow Ranger costumes. And, like, they're a higher power of Ranger, and it's fucking nuts.
The source of the power. Like, they're where the power comes from.
And they tell Zordon, it's like, everything's going to be cool. We can't help you. And then they're like, oh, and you lost some of your power trying to contact us, so you're never going to make it back here.
Yeah. So, like, that's really interesting. Really cool.
Yeah.
Here's some flashback stuff. You get to watch Evil Tommy murder the shit out of Rita.
Yeah.
It's kind of great. It's all good. All the Shatter good stuff is so damn good. Like the annual from last week was awesome. Like, I love that every time he takes out a Ranger and takes their morpher, his costume changes. So It's really fucking rad design work. Like, so now he's got like the samurai stuff on top of everything else. It's just neat. It's really well done. Doing the Lord's work over there at Boom. The Lord's work, I tells you. That's all I got. What you got, Kelly? What we're talking about?
Anything that I would have talked about, you already mentioned. But yesterday I did watch Ichi the Killer, and that was a good time.
I don't think I've ever actually watched that all the way through.
Real fucked up movie. But that is an enjoyable time watching a movie.
That's a great movie.
That is a great movie.
Well, damn.
And they just released a new Blu-ray 4K restoration of it, and I picked that up because I don't think it was on Blu-ray before then.
I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. No,
it's well worth picking up because like the restoration's incredible. It looks like it was made yesterday.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, the restoration's amazing. All the effects are great. Like everything about that movie is really good. But like, be in a mindset, you're gonna watch a real fucked up movie.
Yes.
I'm into it.
One of the most violent movies I've ever seen.
Maybe make sure he's always in bed.
She can handle it.
There's jizz in certain sections.
She probably can't handle it.
Yeah.
Watch it first, and then fine, and then
like
make a Mahoney.
The opening scene, like you can like watch a bunch of jizz drip down a plant, and then it turns into the logo of the movie.
Oh, that's a choice.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for her.
Fair enough.
But well worth watching. One of Takashi Miike's 103 movies that he's made in his life.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah, you'll dig it a lot.
But don't let Zoe watch it.
Nah, I was just fucking around. I know better.
Give it to her on her 21st.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe even her 25th. Let her see what the world's really about.
Yeah, I'm 26, so yeah, I'd say that's fair. I don't know if I was ready for this movie last year.
Fucking great though. Great movie.
What you got going on, Knize? Anything we're talking about?
Oh shit! I just thought of something, but then my computer almost did blue screen of death, and my fucking Donald Glover, Childish Gambino's "This Is America." You guys watched the video for that yet?
Yeah, that was good.
It's so very interesting, and like there's so many think pieces out about that video now, like get over yourself, white people. But like I get like how serious the video is, but I'll be and the song, but I'll be goddamned if it's not catchy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At first I wasn't sold on it because it's definitely in that mumble rap style in some of the verses, but oh boy, and that video on top of it, that man can dance. You know, that's also part of the point of it is, you know, this guy is gonna dance for you white people now, but the man can dance. Got skills. He's a multi-threat, that guy. And he was really good.
I'm ready for Lando.
He was really good on Saturday Night Live too.
I got real irritated when I found out he could dance. 'Cause it's like, you know what? Quit being good at everything.
But like James Brown style dance. Like holy shit, man.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it. He's kind of the reason I want to go see that Solo movie.
Oh, he's the only reason I want to see that movie.
He's the one reason.
I think that thing looks fucking good.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I was lukewarm on it in the beginning, but everything I see about it, as far as trailers go, I get super stoked.
Cool, but like that dude still doesn't do it for me as Han Solo.
The
more I see him, the more it does.
Yeah, he's growing on me.
The more I hear him talk.
Yeah, it's not. He doesn't look like him, but
No.
his line delivery is very like.
He's doing a decent impersonation.
Okay, see, maybe I didn't see enough then, because everything I've seen, that was my complaint that he's not doing a decent impersonation. Like, I get that you want to do like your own thing, but when you're doing Han Solo, you kind of have to do a Han Solo impression.
I keep joking that Chewbacca is going to be the breakout star of the year.
That's funny.
This young newcomer Chewbacca.
That's funny.
But everything they do with Chewbacca in the trailers, there's this one bit where they're at the poker table sitting across from Lando, and Han shows his cards to Chewbacca, and Chewbacca goes, "Oh." And there's one out tonight, or there's a TV spot going on around right now where Lando tosses a gun to Han, but he calls him Han. How, Billy D. Williams pronounced his name Han in Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
So I want there to be a scene where Han Solo introduces himself to Lando and says, "Yeah, I'm Han Solo." And Lando goes, "Nice to meet you, Han." He's like, No, it's pronounced Han. He's like, yeah, that's what I said, Han.
Why not?
You guys know me. I don't give a fuck about a Star Wars, but Donald Glover's Lando. That makes me want to see that movie.
Yeah, there's a video out where Donald Glover takes you on a tour of his Millennium Falcon, and he has a wet bar and a cape closet.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. All makes
Cape
sense.
closet. That's awesome. Fucking A. What you got, Jose?
Started Disjointed.
Is that the Kathy Bates Shitty Weed show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Big Bong Theory. Yeah, it's funny. It's fun to have on while we're eating. Some din-dins. She just started Shameless, so I'll probably peek a couple of those.
Shameless is good.
Fucking just gonna work on getting Punisher done. Punisher and maybe start Stranger Things.
There you go.
Nice.
Haven't done either of those things.
Have you watched the first season of Stranger Things?
Yes.
Okay.
Just not the second.
Season 2. Yeah.
Damn good.
I've definitely been thinking about getting on some Punisher and some Jessica Jones season 2 in the very near future.
Oh, Jessica Jones season 2's out too.
Yeah. Luke Cage comes out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, Luke Cage is coming, man. Luke Cage is coming.
I'll probably pass on that one.
So speaking of, do any of you still watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh, God, no.
Watch what?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No.
Well, apparently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is dropping Thanos references.
I did see something about that. But, too little, too late. I guess at some point they went back to Earth, I guess. But, when I fucked off at the beginning of the season, they were in, Space Matrix with aliens. No.
Yeah, just end it, man.
Yeah, like I said, they jumped 2 sharks. They went into the future and also went to space at the same time. No.
They
you
might
can do
as well
one of those things. You can't do them both.
They might as well have gone to the future, in space, in the hood.
Yeah, exactly. Nope, fuck that show. Well, not even fuck that show, because there are people that still like it, but it's not for me.
Good old Jed Whedon.
Oh, we love you, Jed. All right, I'm done.
Yep.
Can't think straight.
There we go.
Yeah, email us. Popcast, PanelsOnPages.com. Leave the voicemail 616-951-11 Pop. Email us. All that's at PopcastPanelsOnPages.com. Like that. That's for you guys.
That's great.
For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Leo Rodriguez. We'll talk to you fools next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. And apparently also back on your podcatcher feeds.
Yep. The only issue is that YouTube pulled our Avengers commentary 4 times. So if you want to listen to that, that's on TalkShoe. Not on YouTube.
Lame.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube.
I tried to get around it, but they weren't having it.
Ridiculous. We're goddamn ridiculous. All right. Yeah, way back. Do it again. And we're getting down to nitty gritty. Semifinals. Woo! Night. Love you. Bye.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!